helps us solve each case. But this mystery properly began a few weeks ago with Daisy's Aunt Lucy and Uncle Felix. They are the reason why we are at the Rue, and it is funny to think that we were sent here to keep us out of detective trouble. Ooh, Daisy has just hissed under her breath from the seat next to me. Uncle Felix will be annoyed, won't he? We were supposed to be safe from crimes here. Serve him right for treating us like children. So she is thinking along the same lines as I am, as usual. While we wait for the policemen to stop marching about and decide what to do next, I will explain all the steps leading up to the moment when the Detective Society came upon their 7th murder mystery. Chapter 2. Daisy and I might look like schoolgirls, but we have not been going to school very much lately. In January, my grandfather, my aye, died. Daisy and I had to leave Deepdean School for Girls, where we are 4th formers, and rush to my home in Hong Kong to mourn him. By the time we came back to England, after all the awful adventures we faced in Hong Kong, it was the beginning of May, and we had missed not just the spring term, but the beginning of the summer one too. I was expecting to be sent straight back to school, but it was decided that we needed a rest after so much upsetting excitement in Hong Kong. We would not go back to Deepdean until the second half of term began, on the 1st of June. I thought that we would go to Fallingford, Daisy's house, but it was all shut up, as it usually is these days. Instead, we were sent to London to stay with Daisy's Uncle Felix and his new wife. We have been told to call the new Mrs. Mountfitchet Aunt Lucy, and most of the time we remember. Uncle Felix is just the same as he ever was. He's a fascinating and quite unnerving person, tall and golden like Daisy, and extremely clever too. He has a monocle that he has a habit of screwing into place over his eye and peering at me through, and he has an immensely important and secret job that we are not supposed to know anything about. This job meant that, during the first week of our stay, he vanished for long stretches of time, returning quite unexpectedly to sweep us all out of the flat and into the glitter of London. He took us for afternoon tea at Brown's, to a magic show and the theatre, and for dinner shockingly late, at 8 or 9 at night, in restaurants where laughter sparkled off the golden walls and ladies daringly showed their shoulders in evening gowns. We sipped Robinson's squash from champagne glasses, and I felt quite worldly. While Uncle Felix was gone, we were left with Aunt Lucy. I shall be your governess, she told us, mouth set firmly. I have had practice, after all, and work is quiet at the moment. Aunt Lucy's work is as important as Uncle Felix's, and quite a secret. I was expecting prim and proper instruction, like porridge for the mind. But I should not have been surprised that the lessons we were given turned out to be, once again, as unusual as Aunt Lucy herself, not like the starchy Deepdean hours of Latin and deportment and the names of kings. Just after we arrived, Aunt Lucy found the notebook full of codes I have been practicing and trying to make Daisy practice, and the next day my desk was filled with more code books than I had ever thought existed. Have a look at those, said Aunt Lucy, and then begin to go through this exercise book. Solve what you can and bring your work to me this afternoon. Dull, said Daisy, pushing them aside to perch on my desk, but I thought them quite marvellous. I lost myself in them for hours, far past the time I would have been brave enough to be seen studying anything at Deepdean, and only stopped when my brain was humming with numbers and symbols and languages. Daisy, meanwhile, was given a set of lessons that was quite different. She was taken into another room in the flat, filled with racks and racks of clothes and hats and wigs and drawers full of makeup. After an hour or two, a wrinkly old lady with wispy white curls and a pair of thick spectacles, bent over in a shawl, came shuffling back out, Aunt Lucy following behind her. The old lady stood by my desk and in a creaky, wobbly voice said, "Hazel Wong, I have a message for you." "I know it's you, Daisy," I said to her. "I can see your shoes are the same." "You wouldn't know if you met me on the street," said the old lady in Daisy's voice. "I do grant you the shoes, though." "Bother." Aunt Lucy smiled at me. "Good eyes, Hazel. You're a natural." "More practice needed, Daisy." Daisy sighed impatiently, but I could see she was thrilled by Aunt Lucy's unusual lessons, particularly because they were secret. There was an